G'day guys, Dog here. I'd like to welcome you back to the channel. So guys, the first thing we'll be talking about in this video is all the bans that people have been receiving due to using an exploit in rank to hide under World's Edge to gain easy ranking points, and now the new exploit that has been found on King's Canyon. And secondly, we'll be taking a look at the big news to come out recently about Apex Legends and how SBMM works in Apex. So guys, before we get into that, I'd like to remind you guys, quickly click the subscribe button with the notification bell turned on, as I post 2 to 3 videos a week covering rumours, leaks, and news all about Apex Legends. But anyway guys, let's get into it. So guys, our first topic of discussion for today's video is the exploits found on both World's Edge and King's Canyon. So recently you may have seen on social media about exploiting a bug that allows you to hide under World's Edge. Now the reason why people are using this exploit and why it is a big issue is the fact that people can exploit this in rank to gain easy ranking points by just winning every game. Luckily Respawn have fixed this issue and have also issued bans to people who have used this exploit. Now the only problem is now that people are using a new exploit to go under the map of King's Canyon. So at the moment this isn't a big issue, but in about a week or so the next rank split will begin on King's Canyon, and by this stage it doesn't really look like there's a scheduled patch for this exploit, so I'm unaware if Respawn have commented on this, but I'm sure they will be handing out bans to people who use this exploit like they already have done with the World's Edge exploits. So guys, if you are struggling to gain RP, don't cheat, because it does ruin it for everyone else who is actually trying to play the game fairly. But anyway guys, let's get into why you're probably all here, and that is the news about SBMM in Apex. So just a few days ago, a big personality in the Call of Duty esports scene by the name of Jordan Kaplan tweeted out a thread about SBMM in Apex. So we can read here through the tweet how EA does their SBMM in Apex Legends and why SBMM isn't fair at all. So it says here, anyone who has done their research on SBMM knows that it does not match players fairly based on skill. The system rigs your matches to make you win or lose in a particular pattern that is statistically shown to keep you playing more. EA has a paper on it. So this is how it works. Let's say that you are a skilled player and after a few games, SBMM decides you should lose your next game. It will pair you with below average teammates, also due for a loss, and strong opponent stacks to reduce your odds of winning. It is not about making the game fair. The paper also concludes that this form of matchmaking by rigging games, lol, has also highest player retention, followed by random matchmaking, and then real skill-based matchmaking. Which one do you think gamer developers are actually implementing? SBMM is not what you think. Wouldn't be surprised if this is how Warzone works either, as I've seen streamers struggle for an hour in a tournament and then get an easiest lobby of their life to go back to normal. Would be harder to implement to an area shooter, but this is why SBMM is bullshit. So a good example of this feeling Apex Legends is trying to give people is the feeling of if I lose this game, I'll win the next one. Similar to a slot machine in a casino. If you lose on the slots multiple times, your mind will think, oh, it's alright, I'll win the next one, or the next one, or the next one. And then eventually this will turn into an addiction. Now, I don't think this goes into that much of an issue of an addiction. This type of matchmaking system is used to hold you in this game, making you think you're going to win the next one. Now later on, a Respawn coder by the name of Michael Callis has come out recently on Twitter and has mentioned what matchmaking is used in Apex Legends after responding to a few people. So this conversation started off when Nicewig came out on Twitter and posted about SBMM, and where he says, everyone talks about how bad SBMM is, but so many people fail to mention how bad solo players experience playing multiplayer games are. Solo players versing full teams make solo queuing the worst gaming experience. This is responded by a guy named Liquid, competitive Apex player, and he comes out and says, and that's the same shit in Apex. No one has fun solo queuing versus 3 stacks. Doesn't matter if they're gold or below. And someone else replies with, by the way, there's a theory lying around that Apex doesn't actually use SBMM, but a new algorithm patented by EA called EOMM, Engagement Optimized Matchmaking, which we just talked about a minute ago. It's basically engineered in a way that compels you to keep playing, i.e. getting good teammates with easy lobbies first game. So now Michael Callis comes into this conversation where he says matchmaking in nearly every game feature is engineered to compel players to keep playing. Apex and Titanfall matchmaking does not use EA patterns. So the guy comes back and returns with, if it's not using EOMM itself, it is something based on some HomeTeak Lico 2 / True Skill or alike. Wouldn't the result be close-ish to EOMM in practice? So Michael replies with, it's not EOMM. No one working on Apex matchmaking has read the pattern. Titanfall matchmaking has some resemblance to True Skill, but Apex does not. Game's optimized for engagement. It's a false equivalent to say that means it implements EOMM, or is nefariously designed. So then another person on Twitter has came out and said, will there be further adjustments to Apex Legends? I think this is what the community really wants to know. The fact that solo players are matched against pre-made teams constantly. So Michael replies with, yep, matchmaking is always evolving. We do try to separate parties of all sizes, but it's always balance of queue time, skill, and population, assuming we've thrown out giving substandard latency. So another person replies with, can we expect crossplay to help with that by increasing population, or should we not get our hopes up that we make a big change? And again, Michael replies with, yep, we can expect the population of parties to increase without platform bounds and thus versus each other before other party sizes. If that helps queue times, there is also room for further adjustment, pushing that factor parties waiting longer only versus parties. So we are kind of getting two different stories here. Now I tend to believe more Michael Tallis because he is the coder for Respawn and for Apex Legends. However, the Reddit post about EA making servers dodgy, to say the least, is very concerning. Back to what Michael has to say. So if we take what he said as fact, then this could really help Apex Legends and solo queuing. If you're able to solo queue in-game and only play against other people who solo queue, then playing solo in Apex would be much more fun. Now I'm sure you guys have jumped onto Apex Legends at one time or another as a solo player and have been stomped by a 3-stack Apex Predator squad, and it makes the game very unenjoyable. But if this is true of what Michael is saying, we could expect a really great start to crossplay in Apex Legends. So guys, that's all the information I have in this video for you today. Now the rest of this video, I'll just be showing you guys some gameplay of me getting the triple badge on my main man Caustic. Just one more thing before I go guys, I'd just like to say I'm really appreciative of the support this channel has been getting lately, as we've jumped to 44 subscribers, which I know is basically nothing to so many people, but I'm super grateful. So guys, if you did enjoy this video, make sure to leave it a like and also subscribe to the channel with the notification bell turned on, as I post 2 to 3 videos a week covering rumours, leaks and news all about Apex Legends. But anyway guys, Dilly Dog, we'll catch you all later. Oh dude, I'm gonna come and res you. Oh my god, what the hell are they doing? Get shit on. Fucking idiots. God.
I have the banner. Respawning is in. Okay. Shields are recharging.
Alright, I'm gonna go back to those boxes, right, dude? Wait a minute.
Target spotted.
Oh, there's a squad there. God, my aim's dog shit. Quick loot up, dude, around here. The squad's coming towards us.
Coming in. I have a subject in view, right here.
Oh, they're in Revol. Send one back. There's one coming up on the left here. Wait, is there? Wait, hang on, it's on the right. Yeah, I'm scared. Yeah, there is one on the left. I thought there was. It's a Revenant. Down the Revenant. They're shooting at me. Someone's in the gas. Yeah, someone's inside. That Rampart. Oh, got it. Got the Rampart. It's one more. I don't know where the next one is. Where is it? I can hear her. They're rezzing. Out here. It's a lifeline. Oh, down the lifeline. There's one more. I'm going for it. Oh, Revenant on me. Got it!
That was the last one.
Everyone's down, dude. We got them all.
From the equation. In our favor.
Where are they? They were just fighting here. They go up here, maybe. Oh, surely not. Gotta be around here.
Beginning ring countdown.
I think they ran left. You'd think they'd be healing. They couldn't be in Storm. Maybe they are. Now they would have died in the storm, surely. Hang on, I'm gonna check back here again.
Subjects.
Oh, there they are, right in front of us. Someone's
Enemy
sleeping on my gas, I don't know where, but there's people in front of us, let's just get them. Oh, fuck's sake. They're over here, by the crates. I'm gonna try and sneak up on them. Hang on, they're hopping up on me, I think. Yep, there's one in front of me. Splash.
Reloading.
It's on the tree.
Reach.
Marking our surroundings. The ring is close. Time grid. Scan the area.
Why am I lagging?
The ring is close. Scanning the area.
Not just.
Throw my gas in there. Damaging one of them, I can't see it.
Reloading.
One splash. Down one.
The area.
Subject down.
Good scan, good scan. Oh, the wraith in front of me, I shouldn't have pushed that.
Down.
Fire. Charging the shields. 10 seconds. There is
Oh no, there's another squad. Fuck's sake. There's one in front of me. No, don't res me. Oh, what are you doing? Oh god. Just run, just run.
moving for line fighters.
Just run hard. Fuck. Nah, it's alright, dude. Nice try. Wait a minute, I got all 9 kills. That means I got the triple badge, 3 squad wipes. Fucking good on me.